morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Carlos Moreno. I'm with Agora Realty and Management, a Nevada LLC, and my license number is 44851. And I am with KSHP Radio 107.1 FM, 1400 AM, and then we're in multiple social media outlets now, including Facebook Live, LinkedIn, YouTube, and the major social media platforms. So also today with me, I have a guest, Mr. John Alam. John Alam actually is the owner of Madhouse Consulting. He deals with restaurants and many other businesses as well. John is also a commercial real estate broker, and we have recently teamed up to work together on commercial real estate transactions. So we're a team, and then he also does the consulting part of the business. So through the show, I'll be marketing properties, and then we'll be diving into some of what's going on the market currently. Have a good bit of information for business owners that have been in business since 2004 through 2019, where you could be eligible for a nice cash return. So I'll talk about that in a little bit in the show. But let's jump right in with John, and let's talk about what John does, how he helps his clients, and how we help clients on our side of the business too. John?
Good morning. My name is John Alam. I'm with the restaurant Madhouse Consulting. My phone number 702-333-3562. My phone number 702-333-3562.
Mm-hmm.
I help clients with restaurant or other businesses with their consulting service. Just per se, if a restaurant business, they already exist, they need help, I can help with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody want to open a new restaurant, I also can help set it up their restaurant or businesses.
Yeah. And so John and I the process will start with, okay, you need a location to either purchase or to lease. Then what do you need from there, right? You may need an attorney, or you're definitely going to need an attorney. You're going to need somebody that helps you with your purchasing point of sale systems. You're going to need insurance. Right, you may need somebody to help you do licensing. If you're a restaurant, like John mentioned, you may need an alcohol license. Well, we have the whole team that can help you do that. And then John can help you physically set up your restaurant. Plus, what other areas do you help with as far as budgeting, training, or
yes, we start with, I can help you with your business plan.
Okay.
Then business plan to run the business, also business plan to get some type of financing or funding.
Okay.
It's a little bit of different. Running a business and get a funding, they want to see a little bit of different thing than whatever you really do every day. I can help with that. I can help you budgeting.
Okay.
What kind of money you need to either start the business or next 6 months to 12 months, what they may cost you. We can set it together budget for you with that. Also, menus, we can create the menus. Just give me the concept. I want to do such a Mexican food. I want to that. We can set up the menu engineering, how much it's going to cost each individual item to cost the whole burritos. So we can identify that if we all ingredient this much.
Okay. Just so our listeners know, John, I know the answer because we're friends, but so people know, how long have you been in the food industry?
Over 27 years or so. I started food industry in 1997, June 11. I'm a little bit old, I guess you can say. But
that's why you didn't wear a suit?
You're right. My wife say if I wear a suit, I look older. So I want to be fake it to be a little bit younger for our audience.
Stay on that. So just an FYI, I don't know if you can talk. John also owns two different restaurant franchises. So he's well experienced. That was the point I wanted to make. He knows what he's talking about. He's been in the business many years. And so um, when somebody comes in to say, let's start a business, and it could be any business in general, but they want to start a business, how long before they even start looking for a location or start looking for an area, all of that, how long before should they start consulting you to get them prepared for that next step?
If they don't have the location yet, maybe about 9 months, 6 to 9 months. If you
Okay.
have a location, maybe 6 to 3 months.
Okay.
Because everything take time. So something we think that we can get it just a license, they're gonna take only a couple weeks, but they don't always go that smoothly.
Right.
If you call construction people to remodel your lobby or kitchen, they take time,
Yep.
or they're waiting for maybe a piece of equipment. Until that equipment, you cannot call the health department for an inspection.
Right.
It's the one can tie down or boil down for a lot of other stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as possible, reach out to somebody. They don't have to be me, but if you want, thank you for that. But you can find anybody to talk to. They take time.
Yeah. And that is the thing too. I always, when we're looking, talking to folks that are moving in, let's say for a situation where they're leasing a space, now they're moving into purchasing their own space, which we highly recommend it. Very, that's where you get the most benefit when you're paying off your own property off versus paying somebody else's commercial property. But anyways, when you do that, we say start looking 6 to 9 months before. There's a period where we're going to be looking, right? It might take 30 days. It might take a week to find the location. Once we find the location, if you're buying it, then we're going to put that property, make an offer. There's usually counter offers. Then we go into, that's a letter of intent. Then we go into the purchase agreement, which is called the PSA, purchase and sell agreement. That may take another 3 to 5. So now we're 6 weeks into the process. Now, when we open escrow, we found and came to terms, and now we're going to open escrow. That's going to take another 90 days on average, right? For commercial properties is not the same as residential. It will be a lot more different types of due diligence items that we have to address. And if you have any questions on those items, obviously you can call. I'll give out my information here in a little bit. But so that takes up another 90 days. Plus, we already spent another month and a half. So that's 4.5. Plus, now if you have the location, say 90 days after we open escrow, we close. Now you need, if you got to retrofit that property, say you are a restaurant, and previously was not a restaurant, but it's a great location. Now we need another 90 days to get the permits and get the job done, get the inspections, the fire department, health inspections, and all that. So that's why we say 6 to 9 months to start the process.
You're exactly right, and you break it down really nicely.
So I think it's just a matter of what are you doing. If you're going to lease, it's a little bit less of a lengthy process, but if you're going to buy, it's going to be a little longer. So just keep that in mind. John, when you're working with a new client on the consulting side, what do you see being one of the biggest challenges that they have as far as doing or underdoing or overdoing?
Either I think when they're new in the restaurant business, sometimes they don't know what they don't know.
Right.
They may hear something, their cousin, their friend, their family member have a restaurant. They tell you what to do, what not to do. They think they know everything. It's more than just somebody telling you. You have to really get there and you start doing it yourself step by step. Okay. So if you're new in the business, you need a management team. Mm-hmm. So let's focus on the management team. Sometimes people think they don't need a management team. They know everything. Right. But when you start, is two different things. Is a manager and an owner and manager and the cook. Mm. Sometimes explain people, I'm an owner, I'm a cook, but I think I'm cook, I think I know how to run the business. I don't know how to run the business as a cook position because I just focus on making the product. I don't focus on the overall business outside, marketing, employee, hiring. As the vendor, there's a lot of training. There's a lot involved.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Right.
when I was 27 years ago and I started, I did all that. I mean, I had to figure it out. If I want to grow, I have to step back, let them, other people to do some of the stuff. So I can focus on the bigger picture, grow the business,
Right.
hire the right people,
Right.
find the better place.
Yep. And that's one of the things when we deal with landlords on the leasing side. If it's a sell side, once they're done, they're done. But
They're
if
done,
it's a
yeah.
landlord situation where you have a tenant coming in, they want to know that you have experience, because if they know, okay, you've been the chef for a restaurant for 25 years or more, you know your stuff in the kitchen.
Yes.
But they know that you're a high risk for a operational standpoint where you may have, and especially with restaurants, I always tell people I like the restaurant business. I'm involved a lot with a lot of restaurateurs, and just like John is, but we have to love that type of work because it's very detailed. There's a lot more moving parts. Like John mentioned, it's not just the cooking part of it. That's very, very important. But what about the marketing? What about the budgeting? How do you control your food loss? How do you control your portions so that your menu and your menu items are consistent all the time? There's not a little bit more meat on this one, and next time you get less. So people know it's always consistent as far as, doesn't matter what the plate is, but it's the portion, right?
Portions.
Portion control.
Portion, the flavors, the taste, make sure all is the same. Doesn't matter who made the product.
So you can plug in on one cook, plug in another one, and this recipe is the same.
Yes.
And very important.
Just like simply, if you go one McDonald's to the next McDonald's,
Same.
food same.
Yeah.
But there's a completely different people made it because they have a system in place.
And that's what we're talking about, implementing. And that's where you come in, help them implement those.
Implement or create the system. Yeah.
Okay. So when somebody hires you and you obviously come in, is there a contract with them? Is it a la carte? Maybe it's a full spectrum of different things, a package deal?
All of the above. I suggest if somebody try to start the business ground up, just take everything, because you may know something, you may don't know something. So try to match it. That's not going to be produce a better result.
Yep.
If you just whoever you hire, just give them, hey, I want this, set my restaurant, and whatever fee you guys figure it out, whatever fee is. My fees is I suggest everybody do a project base. That's better for my customer. And if you do hourly, you think you can save money. Long run, you don't save money as hourly.
Okay.
And everything we put in the contract. If we say we're going to do this, this, and this by this time, we're going to put in the contract this, and that by this time.
So there's no hidden
cost, no hidden agenda, no hidden anything.
Yeah, no, and it's important, I think, that people understand that. Look, when you're opening up a business, how are you going to market yourself? How are people going to know? Because you may have the greatest recipe, but and we talk about it on the show often, that if nobody knows you're there, really.
Exactly.
It really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what you sell. People has to know what you sell.
What do you sell? Where are you at? What are your services? And it's and that's how we help a lot of different business owners with the radio show. You can advertise with us, very little out of pocket to no out of pocket.
Yes.
And then we can discuss that if somebody's interested in learning more about that, because especially a startup company that has very little budget to no budget, maybe we can help them. We can help them with gift card programs, so it doesn't cost the business owner. It doesn't matter what business it is. It doesn't cost them any out of pocket money, but we can talk about that if you are interested.
In fact, this radio show also advertise my businesses too.
They do. We do with Mark. So we have a lot of resources. We have a show, a networking group. It's called Seymour Biz Affiliates, and that is for a small business owner. When you're starting out, you need all the services that you will need. We'll have from the attorney, like I said, the POS system, the painter, the guy that cleans your hood, your grease trap, the guy that the pest control person. So we have all of these services that come with the group, with our team, that you don't have to use them if you don't want to, but it's available to you should you need them. Okay. And
Yes.
so even with the insurance group, we have insurance group people within our network. However, I always recommend, even if you have a home and a car, and you add the business to that, then you maybe get a greater um, rate because of the bundle, right? You're bundling all your insurance needs with one company. Many times that automotive or mortgage insurance company may not offer commercial insurance, which many times that's what happens. But also we recommend you don't take this person because, or this insurance company because it's part of my group, but get 2 or 3 different quotes and go with the
Absolutely.
best one. That's gonna be
I
better.
don't think we point out the one way to go. We give them 2, 3 different one. You pick one. You talk
Yeah,
to individually. Maybe you like their rate, but you don't like the agent, whatever reason.
right.
Maybe you
Whatever.
like the other one better. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and then we have multiple. We don't want to have too many in the same group, but we do have multiple options for each type of service. So
and matter of fact, we have our Seymour Biz affiliate networking even today at 12
today,
o'clock.
12 noon at Casa Amigos on 3740 East Flamingo. That's on Flamingo and Sand Hill. So it'll be 12 o'clock. Somebody wants to join us, welcome to. So let's keep going, John. And then how do you assist somebody that, like we have a like small, not a small, but like a spreadsheet that you can plug in your numbers. What's your deposits for insurance? What's your deposit for your first month and last month deposit on your lease if you're leasing a space? What is your POS? What is your insurance? What is your uh, training? Your staffing going to cost you? If you're going to have uniforms, if you're going to have inventory, how much of that's going to be? So you plug in your numbers, and then we can provide you free of charge this uh, application where you can just plug in your numbers and it'll give you a total. So going in, that, okay, before I open the doors, I'm going to be spending X amount, 50,000, 100,000, whatever the different types of business will be different. But how else can we help folks other than, the tools that we offer?
We help whatever they needed.
Mhm.
They asked whatever it is. Like we provide the service. If we find somebody a restaurant space, we provide them 2 hours worth of free consulting service.
Yep.
So whatever they have, their mind,
Mhm.
whatever they need, whatever they don't think they need, just talk to us. We find it. We don't just find it. Just say
Mhm.
you need and you want. You should
Yeah.
have.
So with the team, just to clarify, you close the deal. We help you find the location. You get 2 hours of free consulting for your business, whether it's restaurant or any type of business. You will also be invited to our radio show, and then we'll interview the business owner and talk about your business. The experience that you went through, and so what a great way to get exposure to your business, get help on the consulting side, and maybe it's a smaller 2, 3, 5 things that you didn't even think about that John could probably bring up to the forefront, and now
Yes.
so all of those things we offer to you as with our team. So John, let's talk a little bit more about the market, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about maybe a couple of properties that we have on the market, and then give out your information. And I'll talk about the card, where it's a settlement that people may qualify for thousands of dollars. So let's talk about that. What do you have on the market right now that we want to?
We have one property in Nellis and Stewart,
Yep.
currently leased by Metro PCS, 1,355 square foot. That's very nicely remodeled.
Mm-hmm.
We try to sublease it for 3 to 5 years or lease it straight. That's best place to have a multi-service businesses, a small retail shop,
Mm-hmm.
maybe another phone services. There's a lot of things you can do that place, or just basic, simply just some type of office.
Yeah.
We can do.
Yeah, it's a high traffic area. You mentioned the area of Nellis and Stewart. That's literally across the street from where the Walmart is, for folks that are familiar with that area. High traffic on Stewart and on Ellis, so that would be ideal for the uses that John mentioned. Um, let's do a couple more from your side, John.
So we have one 1,200 square foot existing restaurant space in Riviera and Lake Mead. Uh, Previously leased by Chicken Wing Place. That's a perfect startup place, or they have on a second location. There's a grease trap and hood, everything there. Building about 3 years old,
Hmm.
so it's very nice place. There's a
Hmm.
few restaurant already there. There's a beauty salon. Also, the same complex we have one another 1,200 square foot uh, office type of place that you can put a maybe martial art studio or
Hmm.
multi-service businesses or tax office or any type of office
Hmm.
we can have put it in there. If any of those interested, reach out to me or Carlos. My number 702-333-3562. My number 702-333-3562. Also, my consulting business website is restaurantmadhouse.com. Restaurantmadhouse.com.
And just to make it clear, John does not just do restaurants. You can help somebody else, somebody
Yes,
with a different type of business, not just restaurants.
yes, all type of businesses we can help you consult.
Hmm. Okay. So we have a few more properties. I'm going to go over some of our bigger development sites that we have. One of the biggest ones that I'm currently involved with too is High Low Park. This is the development where the Fiesta Rancho Casino and Texas Station Casino used to be. That's Rancho and Lake Mead. And so that project is scheduled to break ground probably beginning of March. We've got approval. And so that's 73 acres of development. That's a $380 million injection to that area of town. So it's going to be a very nice site. It's actually being called the North Las Vegas Summerlin downtown. So they're comparing it to that. So big stuff happening in that area there. That's going to be composed of medical. It's going to be retail, and then we have 158,000 square feet of indoor arena. There's another hotel coming in there. We're also bringing in a big anchor, a grocery store, which we know the anchor stores like that help the smaller businesses and medium business owners get a lot more exposure and foot traffic to the plazas. So that's going to be probably finished by the end of 2026. If you have any questions, I still have one drive-through QSR, quick serve restaurant space there. We have a few other spaces available for retail. If you need information on that or want more information, feel free to contact me. My number is 702-236-3828. On that same location, we are talking to a professional soccer team that they're looking to build an indoor soccer arena there as well. So there's a lot going on in the corner. We're also bringing in a school, 40,000 square foot school for adults. So that's going to be built-in traffic for the small businesses, pretty much 40,000 a month people coming in there. So again, if you need information or want information on pre-leasing space for that project, is my number is 702-236-3828. And then my next project is North Las Vegas Gateway. That's on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Lake Mead. And that location is composed of about 120,000 square feet, about 26 acres of development there. That's about a $300 million injection into that corner there. And we have medical, retail, and office space. The medical building is already out of the ground there. We have 22,000 square foot in total. And then we have around 10,000 available currently for pre-leasing. Another great thing with us in the company is that we're able to offer a turnkey space, whether it's medical, restaurant, barbershop, or any other retail location. We can give you a turnkey locate space with your plumbing that you need. If you need a restaurant, you get the grease trap, the hood, all the health department needed sinks. And so a lot of great benefits. Obviously, you could build it out yourself. The price will reflect that, of course, but you can build it out yourself, or you can sit with our architect and then lay out your plan, and then we'll go to work on your plan. So many options there. It could also be a situation where you decide to do it, and then we negotiate some tenant improvement allowance for the tenant. So a lot of different options. North Las Vegas Gateway project, that's probably about 2 years out. A couple of buildings are already out of the ground, but for fully completion, we're probably looking at about 2 years from now. But again, if you need information on that, we are taking applications, and we're taking a list to put you on the list to be a vendor there, a tenant. For $500, you could be added to the list, and depending on the category, we'll add you to that category by the first come, first serve basis. $500. If you back out for any reason, then the company will keep 50% of that. So basically, you're putting $250 at risk. And obviously, if you go through with it, we think there's going to be somewhere around 3.2 million visitors per year at that location. It's right off the 15 freeway, easy access on and off the freeway. So we believe we're going to get traffic from North Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas, and some Summerlin traffic as well. So again, if you are interested in pre-leasing space for that area too, or for that project, my number is 702-236-3828. Again, 702-236-3828. And so feel free to reach out. And we're gearing up towards the last part of our show, last couple of minutes. But John, do we have a couple more properties that we want to talk about?
Yes, we have a couple property in Nellis and Tropicana.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 1,600 square foot.
Mm-hmm.
You can have as a retail shop.
Yeah.
Also, we have one in the front of the pretty close to the bus stop. Is a previously
high visibility. Yeah.
Yes, previously held by Cricket phone service.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah. So those are available. You can do any type of businesses, multi-services, maybe another restaurant.
Yep.
Then the office places. So reach out to Carlos or me. My number is 702-333-3562.
Yep. If you are interested in leasing space for a barbershop, we have a turnkey location that's off of Flamingo and Rainbow. Again, feel free to reach out. About 1,300 square feet. It has all the plumbing, and it's turnkey, ready to go. A little bit of TLC, maybe a little bit of paint and touch up, but for the most part, plumbing is already there. Some of the equipment's already there. So again, if you have question on any of these properties, feel free to contact John or myself. My number again is 702-236-3828. My email is cmoreno@agoraproperty.com. And again, thank you for joining us this Thursday morning. Join us next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're in English. Fridays, we're doing the show in Spanish. So tomorrow, we're here in the Spanish version of the show. So thank you for joining us with Las Vegas Commercial Real Estate Show. Thank you.